who's going to be sitting here. Our audience is very excited because you know who's going to fill this empty chair. The one, the only, for himself, Chris Hemsworth.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Saw it last night. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it.
Funny, right?
Yeah, it's hysterical.
Yeah, it's different.
It is different. It's very entertaining. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, but there's this little thing called Halloween coming up, and you've got 3 little ones. Is that a big occasion in your house?
It is now that we spend more time in the States. We from Australia, so we don't really celebrate it as much there. But they're well aware. No, sort of occasionally, but not really. Yeah. We lived in the bush, and there wasn't really any houses around. We'd just be kind of foraging through the trees for some berries. But no, they're excited now that they're around the chocolate and the lollies and all the sweets. They're definitely kind of into it. Well,
it's a little big deal here.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, just a little bit.
For kids of all ages.
Of all ages. You just be glad you're not here tomorrow because we kind of get into it. But Cosmopolitan, they did us, talking about different times, the costumes in different years. So we thought that we would look back at the years that we started here and see what was the costume for that year. That? Yeah, no, our producers thought that. Our producers thought that. So you go first there, Laura. Larry, you started in 2011.
Yep.
So what was the costume in 2011?
Oh, I mean, this was brilliant. Sue Sylvester. Do you guys remember from Glee? She was the coach. Yeah. Easy. That's an easy to do. Comfortable. Throw a whistle around your neck and you're good.
How about for you, George, in 2009?
Sure. One of my greatest memories, Lady Gaga.
Wow.
Yeah. Shared that moment.
Yeah, I was the alter ego.
Yeah, remember when Lady Gaga was Joe? She dressed up as a dude, and George was Joe, and then I was like flying across the stage, of course. Get up.
You really missed it, Chris. It was something.
I have played you 1 year too.
I'm the old lady here. I've been here since 2005 as a anchor. So the cast of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh wow.
That's another great easy though. Yeah. Still works today.
I asked my kids the other day because we're going to go trick or treating, what they'd want to wear for Halloween.
Yeah, what they say?
At the same time, I got 2 boys and a little girl. All said Wonder Woman.
Oh,
everybody's
awesome.
Wonder Woman.
And I was
that
like,
makes me happy.
I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome. What about Thor? Though?
I thought you were going to say Thor.
And at the same time, they went, no. I said, who's stronger? Wonder Woman. So
You're training them well.
I'm happy to play second to Wonder Woman.
Our producers wanted us to share this with the audience. You posted over the weekend, you standing next to a poster saying, even I want to be Chris Pratt. Do we have that?
I do.
So is there any shot that you might dress up as
That's who I'm dressing up as, yeah. And not Chris Pratt in the Guardians, actual Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
So T-shirt, baseball cap. Yeah.
That works.
He's a legend. Anyone else going as Chris Pratt?
All yours.
Oh, yes.
So your boys take after you and your brother?
Yeah. My 2 boys are twin boys. One of them is just a complete nutter and full of just energy and bounces her off the walls and eats standing up and doesn't sit still. And he's all about swords and kind of that. And the other one's way more calculated and sort of cautious, I guess. So there's
a pair.
Yeah, it's fascinating the way they came out like that. They came out instantly. Day one, you went, oh, that's who he is. And that's who he is.
So true.
And they complement each other nicely. So.
I heard a great story about your brother, Liam. Can you share with our audience the sort of what happened with the role of Thor? It's hard to imagine anybody else playing it, but it almost wasn't you.
Yeah, no, I had a audition pretty early on in the process, and it was just a big worldwide search, and went in and thought, oh, this is mine. I crushed that, and then didn't get a call back, and they were like, nah, no good. Thanks for coming. And then a few months go by, and then I look at the Trades magazine. It's the final 6 people, and Liam's on the list. And I was like, wow, that's awesome, but also
hurts.
breaks my heart. Yeah. So he said, "Can you help me with my audition?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And just gave him all the wrong advice. So he had a really bad audition, and then they called me back, and I got the part. So, you know, older brother sort of manipulation there. Yeah.
But weren't you busy too because you were doing Dancing with the Stars, the Australian version?
Oh, that was many years ago.
I thought there was.
I should though. I might rehash that. Yeah. You got a shot of it there?
You guys heard it here.
Is that me? That was
Nice moves there.
Very elegant.
I got the lowest scores in the history of any Dancing with Stars. I remember the very first night walking out. Look at that thing. I'm just making that up. Look at it. It's awful.
He looks like Patrick Swayze there.
Yeah. No.
Patrick Swayze. Well, I tell you what, we're going to have you come back because we really want to talk about the Thor.
Sure.
It's different. It's you got some of the old ones back, but then Kate Blanchett is in this one as well. So we're going to talk to Chris about that coming up. And Thor is in theaters. When is it? November 3rd?
Yeah, this week.